Now we are. Yes, there it is. Hi, everyone.
And no filth, right? Hello.
Well, we may as well just end the show then. Thanks for joining us, everyone.
We're going off to do some filth now.
Yeah, that's where it gets fun.
I know. How is everybody? Hello.
Who's going to pop in first?
Vera, no, not Vera. She's sleeping.
Oh.
Vera had to leave class early because she was so tired, bless her.
You can't look, so we already have our first pop in.
Sarah.
Nope, Sharon.
Sharon. Hi, Sharon.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Sharon.
Sharon did absolutely amazing at class today.
Yeah?
Yes.
What was your class, first of all? Explain what your class was.
It's a new class, and it's for people who want to practice their psychic readings. So I teach a new technique every week, or a couple of new techniques every week, and then they experiment with that new technique.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and they did some clairvoyance, which is future predictions, and some mediumship. So yeah.
Aw, congratulations. Awesome. I'm happy for Sharon for doing so well, and for you being so proud of your students.
All of them did it.
Yeah.
Who else was there? Sharon did it brilliantly, Vera and Carla. They all did brilliantly.
Awesome. Yay.
Yeah.
So you've been busy today because you were making plans, thinking I wasn't going to be coming on.
Yeah. There's no way I thought that you would be able to be doing this. No way.
Well, get this.
I was expecting 2 weeks of not this, you know.
Okay. All right. Get this. Let me go here. Do a screen share right there.
Oh.
This is a comment we had from the weekly tarot card reading. Oh, for anyone who didn't see that, check it out. You'll laugh. We did a little goof in the beginning, but a retired nurse in the UK said this: "Oh my goodness, Gregg looks so well. Indeed, a miracle. I really thought this was pre-recorded of Gregg as a planned chat, but no. Been watching 10 minutes and can't believe my eyes. As a retired nurse, just wow. Great work, everyone." I bet you both are so excited now. I will catch you guys live one day, but too late for me in the UK. So yeah, and I've said it all along, you know, everyone's sending all these, you know, sending love and prayers and healing energies and Reiki and everything. Yeah. What a huge difference that makes in my healing. And I'm so grateful to everyone who's done that.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody. Put a shout out. There's an echo. Can you hear the echo?
I don't hear it.
Yeah. You know, I put a shout out, and before we knew it, it was like there was loads of people all there, you know, sending it instantly. And I think you had lots of people before that as well, because of course we knew that you were going in, and so everybody was preparing as well, I think, beforehand.
So Ellie was going to be getting ready to do her weekly tarot forecast, and she came up with an idea. Why don't I go on and act like I'm filling in for her? And I'm like, okay, I can work with this. So in the spirit of one of Allie's weekly tarot forecasts, I came on and I did a raffle of dental floss, used dental floss, and pistachio, an open bag of pistachio nuts. And then I did the tarot reading with regular playing cards, artwork by Hoyle, because you always say who the artwork is by, but the artwork was by Hoyle Gaming, and it was just like regular cards. And I drew an ace of hearts and made a prediction based on that.
I was on mute. Could you? I was absolutely creasing up. I was absolutely. It was so funny.
So yeah, check that out. You'll get a kick out of it. And then of course, check out your
And
weekly
I bet you,
podcast.
you said, "Oh, Ali's just so busy at the moment." That I bet you people took it seriously and thought, "What a bitch." Getting him after his operation.
She's
Come
making
on
him
then,
go
and
on.
do her program.
How dare she?
Yeah, she doesn't love him to do that. I bet you they were thinking that.
No.
Some of them might be.
But there
Wouldn't
was
they?
some idiot, some dark soul that was on there saying that I was going to go into a relapse.
And said, "No wonder you're fat. You just sit on your ass doing cards." It was a proper troll, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I just couldn't stop laughing at them. It was I don't know. It was just so funny. I didn't like what they said about you. That was just awful.
Well, all we ask is just be respectful. Oh, and don't wish upon others things you wouldn't wish for your own friends and family. I mean, you want to send out love.
Sent them off with karma.
You did.
I sent them off with karma. I sent them off. I was like, off you go then. Because they get what's coming to them. And I think if you're a nice person, the universe looks after you and they get instant karma back. Anybody. So if people, do nasty things to somebody who's trying to do good, watch what happens, because we don't send it, or nice people don't send it. It just happens.
No.
Yeah, Des says relapse. Wow, how turdish it was.
Turdish indeed.
It was turdish.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that, turdish. So Sharon Poe, there's Devon there, Garden Telepathy, Star Feather, Desi, Sky Blue 144. I can't pronounce that. I can hardly see it. My eyesight's going. Is it Goose? Tavson?
Tavson.
Goose. Tavson? Yeah.
Juicy? Goose? I don't know. So, yeah, I went to the store earlier today, had to pick up some things, right? And I pull up to the cashier, and there was something right in the aisle to my right that I had to get. So before I started putting my stuff onto her lane, because there was nobody else in front or behind me, I went to buy one of these products, and I realized the one I had in my hand wasn't the one I needed. And I went to put it down, and it fell on the floor. I can't bend over and pick it up. And so I grabbed a different one, the one that I wanted, and I put it on the little conveyor belt. And while I did that, she looks at me with this look of disgust, as if I left it on the floor there because I'm just a total degenerate. And she may as well went, what's that?
I hope you told her.
I flashed her. I said, you know what?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
This is what I got going on. I can't bend over,
Yeah.
And I would have picked that up if I could have picked that up.
So stop judging before you know what you're talking about.
Yep. Yeah. So bright side though, Christine Wall sent me some gemstones. She sent me a quartz, rose quartz.
Thank you so much, Christine.
And a little one as well.
Oh, that's so gorgeous.
Yeah. So thank you.
The kindness of people, honestly.
It's very, very touching. She had bought a couple t-shirts. She may have been the last person I mailed t-shirts to before I went to the hospital, and got them out in time and mailed them off and went to the hospital. They were sitting out my door, waiting to be picked up on the day I went to my hospital because I had to be at the hospital by 7 o'clock. That was a week ago today. A week ago today, I had my surgery.
Yeah. And your blooming taxi didn't turn up, did it?
Yeah, I did. I booked Lyft instead of Uber, and they never showed up. And I was late to get there because I had to call. I called Uber up afterwards, and there wasn't one really too close to me. So I ended up getting one anyway that was like 10 minutes away, and got there as soon as I could. But yeah.
Oh, those gems remind me of Gregg and Brittany. Yeah, maybe that one is for Brittany, the little one.
Right?
Maybe you've got to
Maybe.
give that one to Brittany.
I want to show a picture. Hang on.
Don't you show that one that I sent you?
No, I won't show that one. I'll show this one instead. I was looking at this picture earlier today and I reposted it. So this was me when my parents took my sisters and me to New Jersey. I believe this was in Sea Isle City, New Jersey, where I was fishing and I caught a flounder that day. But I was given a picture of Allie when she and I were right around the same age. And I superimposed the picture of Allie in this picture with me. And doesn't that picture feel right? As if it could have happened?
Yeah.
Look at the
For
smiles.
sure.
Look at our smiles.
Yeah.
And, the cut of our chins.
Same there.
What, pardon me?
It's the same. Same
Yeah.
smile.
Uh-huh.
Same nose.
Yeah. Wow. And I could see us, playing together, building forts, together,
Yep.
out of, whatever sticks and whatever, playing
I
doctor.
definitely did do that. Playing doctor, yeah. I
Playing
definitely
doctor.
did that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I could see us doing things like innocent flirting, or, just stuff together, looking for shells, seashells or fossils or shark's teeth, or just exploring together and having fun and probably doing some mischievous stuff too.
Yeah.
Pushing the limits a little. So yeah. I love that picture of us because it looks and it feels like we have done this in previous lifetimes many times.
Yeah. She's grown up together. I'll send you another one of me when I was younger. Somebody added me onto Facebook, a picture when I was at school. There's two pictures when I was at school, my primary school. That was quite sweet, being added onto that. Memories.
Yeah, I love seeing pictures of you when you were young. Aw. You. I love you so much.
I love you too.
Wow.
My forever man. So I can now officially say that it is actually, the garden, Love Your Garden. It's been on UK TV now. That's my family, Hallie, from Demelza House. She got nominated at Demelza House. So Alan Titchmarsh, people know him in the UK as a famous gardener. They came around and did a revamp of their back garden. So it's been on TV, showed on TV tonight.
Wow.
I haven't seen it.
Huh?
But
Yeah. How cool is that?
shall I send you the pictures?
Sure.
Oh no, not sending Messenger. So there's one.
Aw.
They did a good job. Messenger. Are you getting them?
Yeah. Yep.
Another one. And she's got a little den that she can hang out, because, you know, the family life is very loud for Hallie. Not having sight, it means her ears are obviously more sensitive. So it's quite nice that she's got a little den up there. So there you go. Yeah, they've done a good job of it. And they don't usually do small gardens. That's my daughter Megan and her partner Ian, and that's Alan Titchmarsh there. Yeah, and that's
Hallie.
little Hallie. Yeah.
How cool is that?
Yeah. So she's really happy. Bless her. Little place. We're going to have a barbecue there when next nice day. I so wish you were there sharing it with my family. But it will, I know it will happen. Yeah.
Wow. What a great job they did.
They did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was lovely.
Aw.
So proud of my family. So we had Megan's 30th. I can't believe I've got a 30-year-old daughter.
I know.
Yeah.
You look you look young enough to be her sister.
Oh.
You do.
So
Anyone will tell you that.
She has a lovely, lovely time. Lots of presents. She didn't want a party or anything. She just wanted family. So we went shopping, and then we had the party here. It was chaos with all the kids.
Aw.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I made a post earlier today. You know, I'm feeling it, guys, and you know, it's time to speak up. And this is what I said. I'll show you guys. Many of you have already seen it, but
I haven't.
now is not the time for spineless cowards to be alive. You know the ones. Some go along with everything their government tells them and question nothing. Some are offended by everything and won't be happy until you bend over backwards for them. Some are part of the 3% of the population who are making the 97% feel as miserable as they are. I'd like to tell you otherwise, but it's going to get ugly in the next few years. Don't give away any of your sovereignty. You're here to do great things. Someday, we all will be held accountable for our actions. Be on the right side of history. Make the right choices. There's a reason why social media websites are banning people, and it's because they fear your voice. Don't think I'm only one person. What difference will I make? You don't need to speak out for me, but for yourself and your loved ones, our children. You can make your voice roar like a lion without ever yelling one single word. Speak your voice now. Stand tall and never back down. You won't have to look far for me. I'll be right by your side.
Yeah. You missed out a sentence there. It was about something about extinction.
Oh yeah, I did. I'm sorry. Yeah.
That was quite a poignant point.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah. So I said I'd like to tell you otherwise, but it's going to get ugly in the next few years. We're talking mass extinction. And the
Yeah.
time to speak up is now.
Yep.
Yep,
Yep.
it's true. I'm sorry, you
And
know.
I'm sick and tired of people just laughing. Do you know what I mean? When you say something, there's less and less people laughing now. But
Yeah.
you know, some people are sarcastic when they raise their eyes and oh God, here we go again. You know, it's like, no, I will speak up about the children, especially, and I will speak up about, you know, what I feel is going wrong here. You know, all the people being hospitalized and deaths. It's got to stop.
Yeah.
Got to stop.
If you don't speak up now, you know, when you look back at in your life review and you didn't do all you could do, you're going to regret it. Do it. Stand up, speak for our children.
Or at least share.
Yeah.
Share what you're seeing. You know, if you're seeing something, share it, because that slowly filters out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What are you guys talking about? Said David Daly. Well, we're talking about the DOMs with the children that are being harvested for adrenochrome. We're talking about
the jab,
the jab, and the death rates and everything that are going up, that are being suppressed and not being publicized. They're deliberately hiding it, but people are convulsing. How are people watching people come out on stretchers, convulsing? The whole body's going into, people's faces are dropped, Bell's palsy, shaking, blindness, fits, you know, all of that, and they're still queuing up, waiting to get their jab. What is that about? How on earth? There was one video where someone was coming out on a stretcher. There's all these people lining up to get there, and they just watched this guy go past on the stretcher, and they're like, "Yeah, I love you. Do me. It's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You know, craziness."
It is.
So,
check this out.
Yeah, that's what's happening.
The new VARS numbers are out, and you can see all the numbers here. 9,048 deaths, and last week the V thing killed more people than the virus.
And look at the miscarriages. There was a little baby passed away because the mum had the jab and it was breastfeeding.
It's horrible. Now here's something I would recommend. You can find this on my personal Facebook page. I would recommend printing this out in multiples.
Definitely.
Print like 5 of them out or 10 of them out, laminate them, and then give them to anyone who wants them.
Definitely. That's the least you can do, is to do that. I think that's amazing.
Yep.
When I heard Biden's speech saying that he was going to do that, what a violation of your civil right, really. You know, your right to say no.
Oh, it's getting worse. They're saying that they want to monitor our texts. And, you know, if we're talking in texts, private messages, they're going to monitor that.
How dare they? But it is all waking people up. They're doing us all a big favor, really. You know, England and the rest of the world are watching America very closely right now, very, very closely. It's like, you know, people might say, what are you interested in that for? Because what happens in America is going to be worldwide. You know, literally, when Trump first came in, he went to all the different countries, didn't he? And he basically put a folder on the table and said, we've got all the evidence of all of these horrific crimes to humanity that you have done, or it's been done under your watch. You either step in line or this is going public. And they all stepped in line. Some of them didn't, but you know, that's what happened right in the beginning. So this isn't just about America. It's like he's taken on the deep state all over the world.
Yep.
So definitely got balls of steel, that man.
Buckle up, folks. It's gonna get ugly. We all have friends and family that have gotten the poke. And I hate to say it, we're all gonna lose lots of them in the next few years. That's the
No.
sad reality. We gotta start preparing now, though.
It's something to do with the spike protein. I don't know much about it, but it's something to do with the spike protein, and it's going to attack itself when you get ill. You know, so when they get ill, it's going to attack itself. It's something's going to happen, and your immune system is going to be under attack by, you know, on itself.
Yeah. Well, and that's where, you know, that's what's going to happen is the immune system will just collapse for most of these people, if not all. And we're looking at a mass extinction.
And if you've taken it accidentally, I have heard there are some things, you can Google them. There are some things that you can do, at least to try to do, to counteract the issues that are happening, you know. So, you know, it's worth a try. Pine needle tea is one of them. And there are other things that you can bathe in, you know, a combination of things. So, yeah.
I would think the med beds, they need to get that technology out ASAP before it gets really bad. I think through the med beds, you could program reprogram your body to its original template that's not infected with that mRNA. Yeah. So.
But, you know, there's so much good coming. I can't stay on that energy for long because I just know it's going to be good. Just put my feet up.
So Allie and I, let's move on to a brighter topic. We're talking about Allie now coming here in October, and we're going to get married in October. And it looks like the best flights and prices are for Allie to come between October 1st and November 2nd. And then we'll fly together out back to the UK. And I'll be spending a month there. I'll be spending November with Mrs. Prescott.
Oh my God. I can't hear that enough. I've been practicing my signature.
You have?
Yeah.
I am so looking forward to beginning the official chapter of us together as husband and wife. And just all the good we can do for everyone and the fun that we're going to have in the meanwhile together.
Yeah. Yep. And, you know, looking after our families and, you know, I would love to see our families unite together, you know, just to meet together. That would just be a dream, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm. It would be.
Hopefully that would happen. Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm looking forward to just being with you and your presence. I was looking at pictures of us together and how your eyes light up when we're together. And I do the same thing when I'm with you. I just light up.
Yeah.
It just, you're such a good person. I mean, everyone should love you. Nobody should ever say a bad thing about you because you're such a good person. First and foremost, I mean, you're beautiful, you're sexy, you're this goddess to me, but above everything, you're a good person, a really good person. You're caring and loving and giving, compassionate. How could I not be in love with you?
I'm a bit of a crap friend. I don't phone people.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm not a chatter on the phone.
Okay.
And that's, you know, when there's a few things that you think I'm not perfect in that way, or it's healthy and I know what I'm like. I'm just not, I don't have time to sit there and chat for hours and things like that. I'll phone if there's a reason and I'll text, do you know what I mean? And things like that. But, you know, are you a chatter on the phone with your friends? Like chat for hours? I know you've said that you did it once with your friend for 6 hours, but are you like that? Do you
I have
tend
some
to do
friends
that?
that we talk for hours on the phone with. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't.
I don't with many people because I'm very reserved. I don't open up to a lot of people.
I had a friend recently who's kind of said, "I've had enough of you, Ali. You know, you didn't phone me back,"
Oh,
and it was like,
yeah.
okay, sorry. It's not as if you
That's not
didn't know that.
that's not going to be my issue though. We're going to be together. You don't have to call me.
We call all the time. It's different
We
with me and
do.
you.
Yeah.
It's like we do hours and hours of calls.
I can't
But
get
I
enough of
will
you.
do that with my family, and you're part of my family. But with friends, it's different.
Mhm.
If they're really, really sad or there's something massive happened to them, that's different. But if
You
it's
know,
just for general kind of chat, I'm not good.
after a couple failed marriages, myself, I just feel like, I start out as a mountain and by the end, I feel like a pebble. And then you get over it and you have another relationship. The same shit happens, and through marriage, 0 for 2 on marriages with, just, I did get my daughter out of it and I'm grateful for that. Very grateful for that. And then, just, I'm so ready for a relationship that is just where somebody really gets me down to the heart, and you're it. Absolutely. We have all these proofs. We gave up keeping track after like 50 of them, of things that commonalities and similarities that we both share. There's absolutely no doubt. You're it.
You know what you said about me being a nice person? That's how you are, though. That's how people see you. A giver. Does what I mean? Somebody who gives your time. Just what I mean, freely. And that. So it's like when we give our time, we have to do it in a group form. Does that make sense? Because of how much time we don't then have for ourselves. So I think I was trying to analyze this, because when somebody says you're a crap friend and you say, okay, then I'm a crap friend, you're obviously better off without me. Do you know what I mean? Because I just won't lose sleep over that. It's like, if they don't want to be friends, that's okay. It's a shame, but that's okay. What am I supposed to do? Do you know what I mean? I can't change who I am. But thinking about it is getting together as a group. And when that person's invited to get together in a group situation, but they want you to themselves, and they want you to call them, and they want you to do what they want you to do.
Yeah,
and it's like,
yeah.
but that's not how I work. I can't do that.
Neither. I'm working every day doing things there. Yeah.
That's
I don't
right.
have we've got like this much free time. And we're going to do beach meetups. We're going to do at least one, probably a couple of them.
But that's a group thing again.
Exactly.
It's like accumulation.
Exactly.
But people don't get it. They don't get it. We get it.
Yeah.
But they don't get it. So most of my friends understand me and they accept me. Well, all of my friends, they do. There was just the one person who said no. So that was that.
Mm.
You know who it is.
I do.
I'm sad about it, but then I've just come to that conclusion that I can't please everybody. No matter how I try, I can't. But, you've got to own up to your faults, haven't you? And that is one of mine,
I want to share this with everyone real quick, because it really, I think I did that already. Yeah, I did share that about the nurse in the UK. Yeah. On our last video. Yeah.
Have I said about my sister-in-law?
No.
My sister-in-law, she's a nurse, and she
Mhm.
wasn't on her shift or anything. And this woman started convulsing in front of her, young lady, started convulsing in front of her and kept passing out. And she tried to keep her alive until the ambulance got there. And she literally had still the plaster and the cotton wool over her in her jab. So it was literally because of that she was going into this
Well,
shock, and her whole body was trembling. And
yeah.
So
Of course, the official narrative won't say that it was because of the poke.
no, of course they won't.
Yep.
No, but you know, that's it's crazy, isn't it?
I'm just tired of all these, variants that they keep coming up with too. How many different strains are you going to make? Strains of bullshit are you going to keep making?
So experimental elemental.
I
Will
saw
date
that.
night soon be at home with the Prescotts?
Yeah. Have you had an astrologer check dates for you? That's one thing I dabble in numerology, so I want to make sure that the date is perfect for us. And
I've asked Trisha to look into it as well. You know, Trisha who did
okay.
our charts?
Yeah. Yes.
So Trisha Gelder has done our charts, and both of them are amazingly accurate. Amazingly. She's offering 50% off to anybody who's connected with me and Gregg. So if you wanted to contact, I think she's on the chat here. If you wanted to contact Trisha Gelder if you want a numerology report done, we highly recommend it, don't we? Definitely.
Yes.
Very, very interesting. Yeah. So I said if she can come up with a date, and then you can look into that date and see if that fits right or feels right to you. Because I don't mind. I don't know about numerology much. So.
We have to, yeah. Well, one thing we're going to have to do is get together and screen share the whole booking process of you coming here, so I know what flight I'll be able to take back with you on what particular plane, and we have to do it at the same time or almost the same time to make sure that seat will be available for me to be with you, because it sucked to have to fly without being next to you.
I couldn't bear that. No, I've got to phone up Delta because that's the airline, because I've got a free flight, because obviously they cancelled it, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
And they said they postponed it to whenever I want to do it again. So I'll have to be on the phone to them at the same time as you. So you would have to book it, with them.
Okay.
Wouldn't you?
Okay.
Well, because I have to phone them. I'm not going to be able to do it
That's
online.
True.
Mine.
Well, I mean, when you phone them, they'll give you. You'll know by the end of the conversation what flight you're taking, and then at that point, when I'm booking on my end, I can make sure I'm on the same plane and get the seat next to you.
You know more than me, darling.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
I don't know about that, but it makes sense doing it that way. And the sooner we do it, the more likely it'll happen, because it's only July and we're doing this in October. So we should be able to, and the flight out's not really, the only flight we really have to be concerned about is the flight from here back to there. So you get whatever flight you want, seats or whatever on the way over. But and then I'll make sure that my flight with going from when we go from here to there is right next to you. And then on my way home, I can do whatever seats I want. It won't matter at that point. Yeah. But I'll be flying with a ring on my finger.
You will.
Well, a forever ring.
Love it. I wish men had engagement rings, though. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
So exciting. Mm. So what's everybody saying? I found out that I've got to have a COVID test to get out there. I've got to have
Yep.
a certificate, and you know, on the way back as well, I've got to have one. And I don't know if I've got to. Sorry. What was I saying? I'm done.
Sent a message that we can't repeat. I forgot.
What was I saying?
Something about the flight, I think. I don't know. I got distracted too.
You
My
did
mind
it.
was going off in a different direction. I'm sorry. Yep, there it goes.
Shiny.
Yep, sparkly. Look.
Oh God. It'll come back later. Usually when I'm
It
trying to
will.
go to sleep. Oh, by the way.
Yep, yep. I thought it was something about the flight. I don't know. I don't remember. That was
Perhaps
like
our
a
family could tell us.
that was like a minute ago. How do you expect me to remember that when I'm
I
distracted?
know. I know. Naughty. You're a very naughty boy.
Yep,
I'll smack you.
I admit that. I look forward to that.
Silly kids. Donna's just said, silly kids. I
True.
know we are.
Our inner children love playing. They do.
Yeah. I know. So we was going to pick a card, wasn't we? We want to do something
You were going to
for
pick
you
a card.
guys out there.
You were going to
We?
pick a card. You were going to pick a card.
No, darling.
Yes. We as in
No.
yes. We.
Not the royal we.
Mademoiselle.
No, we.
We.
Yeah.
We. Go ahead, pick one.
No, I'm not doing it unless you're doing it.
You have to do it. It is your idea. You got
No.
everybody set up for wanting a card.
We said that we would. You said that you would pick a. I think you should pick one of your. What was it? What is it? What's his name? Holland.
John Holland.
John Holland ones.
I could.
Do you want me to go first?
I gotta.
Or do you want to go first?
Oh, I can't find any of my cards. I'll have to skip it this week.
Okay. Oh yeah, I need a COVID test for the flight. That's what I was saying, wasn't it?
Ah,
Yeah.
yes.
Need a COVID test. And I don't know if I've got to isolate. That's what I was going to say. I don't know if I've got to isolate or not. Because I think US is amber. It's all to do with codes and things, color codes. So I think it's amber.
Okay. Well, look what I found. Tara
I
hid
did
them.
send them to you.
She hid them on me. My sister was organizing the house. How dare she put them all together in a cupboard I never use?
Can we please send some healing? Obviously, we're still sending healing to Gregg. But can
Yes.
we please send some healing to Gregg's sister, Tara? Because
Yes, please.
she's had a hip. Is it hip or a knees?
Hip and
She's got bad hips
scoliosis
and
on her
knees.
back. Yeah.
Yeah. And so she's really
She's
a
in
lot
pain.
of pain at the moment. So
Yeah.
can we send her? Because she was
Please.
still going to try and come over and look after you. I can't believe it.
She's been superwoman for everything and anything. She's another one of those people that just has an amazing heart. It's full of love, and she would have done anything to have been here for me. And when she couldn't come, I knew how bad it was. So her and I are kind of like in the same rough shape right now, but I'm recuperating, and she'll hopefully be getting better soon, but she's going through a lot of pain. Sleeping is almost impossible for her. So, okay, so I'm gonna Her name is Tara, like Mother Earth, Tara. So I just drew a card. It's called Inspiration and Courage.
That's nice.
So let's
Okay.
take a peek at this.
Donna Rose just wants to find out if you're a clone, because you know, Greg's got no belly button anymore, which means that he might be. And also, you know, he's recovered so quickly. It's like, was it really this body that has actually had the operation? Because look how well he's doing.
I've questioned whether I've gotten a walk-in. Yeah,
Really?
I have. Okay, so here's our card. It's Inspiration and Courage. Okay.
Mhm.
So life is full of challenges. Some of them we take on willingly. Some of them come out of nowhere where we least expect them. Good or bad, happy or sad, all of these things that challenge us also give us the opportunity to grow stronger, to push our boundaries, to move out of our comfort zones, to reach deep inside or reach out toward others. Whether you are seeking inspiration for work or play or dealing with illness or grief, don't underestimate the power of your own thoughts. And that certainly is also included with healing. So the action on this goes on to say we all have patterns of thinking that are part of who we are as human beings. Some of them work for us, some don't. During a challenging time or when you are seeking to push yourself to be more creative or make big changes, it is easy for these old patterns of thought to get in the way. Take a few moments to consider your own patterns. Do you default to the positive or the negative? Is your glass half empty or half full? Do you automatically think, I can do it, or I never succeed? Are you willing to try new things, or do you cling to the old, even when you know it isn't working? Do you let other people help you? If you need help, or believe you must always tough things out on your own. If everything is working perfectly, that's great. But if not, perhaps it's time to consider changing those patterns. It's hard work, but it can be done if you don't stay self-aware and keep plugging forward. And the divination of this card says, if you get this card, you're probably in need of either inspiration or courage, or possibly both. That's okay, because this card is also telling you it is out there, or maybe waiting right inside you. It is an inspiration you need. Look to the natural world that surrounds you. It is full of wonders. But don't forget to look inside too. The human mind is an amazing place filled with ideas and possibilities that few of us explore fully. If courage is what you seek, you may discover you have a core of strength, inner strength you never knew existed. Don't forget to allow others to encourage you and to reach your full potential. So the magic is carnelian is a wonderful stone for both creativity and courage. Find a carnelian crystal or tumbled rock, or even a piece of jewelry with carnelian in it, if you want to have it with you often. Right. If you want, have it with you often. Sit with it for a while in front of your altar, or someplace quiet outside, and ask the element of fire to help you with your to help you connect to the power inside the stone. So the first thing that comes to mind on this is that post I made earlier today about now's the time. Find that courage to stand up and speak your mind, because our voice is getting taken away every day. and too many people are counting on you. You don't ever say to yourself that my voice isn't enough. It is. And my voice doesn't make a difference. It does.
Together, because it's all together.
Yeah.
When we all speak together. That was lovely, darling. Anyway, what should we do now?
One of these and one of these. I saw you shuffling, so you have cards in front of you.
All right.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so they're saying this next week, I asked for between now and next week,
Okay.
for us all, really. It's going to be a time of letting things go. And that's not just people that are kind of negative or people that are holding us back. This is more to do with, sometimes we have to say enough is enough. Okay, it's like if somebody is treating you badly, if somebody is trying to manipulate you, if someone's trying to put guilt upon you that isn't yours, it's basically all to do with kind of getting rid of that and saying, I'm just not playing that game. You can learn different kind of things like putting, someone's name in the freezer, but do it with love. And what that does is it freezes them out of your life. If it's somebody who's very, very negative and very kind of nasty, making you feel very kind of heavy, just what I mean, all the time that you're with them, and they haven't taken the hint. Sometimes we have to do that. It's extreme. Be careful of what you're saying. Be careful of what words you're using. Sometimes we say things out of habit, and it comes back and bites us straight on the arse. It's odd things that we think are just, there's nothing in it. There's nothing in what you're saying. But it's like the affirmations that we're giving and our expectations of what we deserve are coming to us quickly. So all the time you keep your vibrations up and your frequency, energy up higher, that's going to come more to you. That's going to draw close to you. It's going to absorb. But if you equally say something that's negative or not so nice or down on yourself, then that's going to also soak into you, and it's going to be quite sudden. So think of something nice about yourself, that that you're a nice person. If you know you're a nice person, and you accidentally say something that is negative about yourself, then think of 3 nice things that you can say. Some compliments maybe that other people have given you, even if you don't necessarily, feel them, it's good to say them. That counteracts the balance of that. And look after the people that love you unconditionally. Look after those people. Little gestures out of the blue saying, thinking about you, I care about you, thank you for being you. Little things like that go a long, long way. Because it's out of the blue and not expected, it means so much more. Literally, abundance is coming to us all. I don't know how. I just know that money isn't going to be a thing that we're going to worry about very soon. I just know it.
Eventually we're going to be
that's all I'm seeing.
We're going to move away from money eventually, as far as I can tell.
Yep.
So, I mean, once the replicators come, there's no need for banking or gold or silver and money. None of that stuff is. You can replicate all the gold and silver you want. You want to carry it around? Great, go for it. I'd use it to make colloidal silver, and all I'd have to do is make one batch of it, and then I could replicate the rest of it.
I can't wait for med beds for my mum and for Hallie.
Mm.
I'd love Hallie to have sight. Did I send you that picture of Hallie's eye? It's literally in half. It's got one brown and one blue.
You did in the
I
past,
sent
but
you
not
that
recently.
photograph.
Did you send
Yeah,
it
I
tonight?
sent it to you with all that
Okay,
group
yeah.
of pictures. Yeah.
Yeah, let me take a look.
Yeah,
Oh,
my
thank you.
granddaughter.
Thank you, Elizabeth, for the super chat. We love you.
Oh.
Thank you. Yeah, let me take a look. Scrolling.
See, the thing is, as you're lifting up your vibrations, you've got to understand that your light is going to shine brighter and brighter. There are going to be people around who maybe their light isn't as bright. And that could be because they're being brought down kind of energy wise by the TV and by other bits and pieces that their energy is concentrating on. So what's going to happen is you're getting brighter and brighter. Their light isn't as bright. You're going to shine them out, unfortunately. So honestly, be aware of that. What are you giggling about?
I'm looking at some other pictures, but I don't see that one.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Well, can I send it over to you now?
sure.
Yeah, don't you do that. Don't you send any of the other ones. They're not naughty, by the way. That's the picture that you first saw of me. The one with the white scarf on.
Yes. Yes.
That's that you recognize me from there.
Yep. Yeah. When you stalked me in my dreams.
Yeah.
I'm so grateful you did.
I did a reading for a lady today and she's found her twin as well.
Oh, good. Awesome.
Yeah. Not really, because it's quite complex.
Is it? Oh, marriage. Yeah. We're so lucky that, we've got everything done and out of the way when we met each other again, and here we are. We're ready to move forward together.
Mm.
But it took you to find me. You're amazing. Thank you.
Oh, you are. You obviously were shining that brightly that I could find you.
Shiny and sparkly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you send it?
Definitely. I'm sending it now. It's taken a while.
Okay.
I don't know why. It's in the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Mm. Christina's just sent $3.
Aw, thank you, Christina. Aw.
Yeah, Donna Rose, that is the key to keep ascending.
Oh, that reminds me too. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, that was it. That was all I wanted to.
Christina's one of my moderators, and I have a Telegram super group. Now, this is completely different from the other N5D group that I have there because we can do a lot of different things here. We can do voice chat, live voice chats 24 hours a day if we wanted to. And ideally, what I'd like to do is to get people to help moderate all around the world to be able to have the live voice chat, a live spiritual voice chat, uncensored on Telegram. I posted a link in the chat group, so join us there. Yeah, we shall see you there.
Donna was reminding you about sending some healing out to Siesta Key at the moment because there's a lot of dead fish.
Yeah, that sucks. I don't like that. The red tide is back on Siesta Key. Breaks my heart. Okay, so I got that picture. All right, guys, check this out. This is Hallie. Look at her eye. Wow.
How rare that is.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
and not any red in her eye whatsoever. As clear as a bell.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
it's beautiful.
A very special little girl.
Indeed,
Yeah.
she is.
And she can see out a little bit. She can hold something up and it's just a tiniest little bit. She can see little bits and pieces. She can see fireworks and things like that. I love that.
Ah,
Have you got any pictures of the beach from Donna? What's happening there? What
yeah,
is red tide? You explained it to me before.
it's an algae that basically suffocates the fish. But yeah, it's just, there's just dead fish on the beach. It's not, I've seen it a lot worse than what she posted, but
Mm. And that is not a natural occurrence, did you say to me?
no, it's
Not
not.
natural.
No, it's not.
No.
Okay. Yeah. So you can see what looks like pinfish right here.
Yeah.
More pinfish. And it looks like maybe a whitefish right there. The color changes, it gets more brownish.
Looks like our colour sea. That could be our sea.
Right? And the stench is horrendous when you smell the dead fish. It's so sad. And of course, under Trump, we didn't have this issue, but under Biden, they're letting all the toxic waste come into the Gulf of Mexico, killing off the Gulf. Can't believe they would politicize something like this without any consideration.
Elizabeth said, I might have missed that. What causes this red tide?
It's an algae. It's a algae that basically suffocates. It removes all the oxygen from the water.
Didn't you say it's something to do with it comes down a river or something? You said when you explained it to me before.
Yeah. There's a lot of damaged water, we'll say, in Lake Okeechobee. It's the largest lake in Florida. And when they release the water, when they release water from Okeechobee, it'll either go out through I think it's the St. Lucie River on the Atlantic side or the Caloosahatchee River on the Gulf of Mexico side. And every time they release that toxic water out in large amounts, it creates red tide. And the red tide, as I mentioned, basically eats up all the oxygen and suffocates the fish.
No need for it then, is there?
No, and the cure is to have the water go through its historical flow. Normally, that water would have gone into the Everglades and just dissipated there. It doesn't have to go into the Gulf of Mexico or the Atlantic Ocean.
No.
The answer is simple. Restore the natural flow. Let Mother Nature take care of it.
So yet another thing. Do you follow Mike Dice? Mark Dice?
Mark Dice, yes.
He was on one of the beachfronts and he was asking people, what did Biden do for 8 years before he was president? And there were 90% of the people there didn't know what he did, and some people just weren't interested in politics whatsoever.
I remember when Obama ran against Ron Paul, and I voted that year, 2008 and 2012. I voted for Ron Paul both times, but I would ask people standing in line, who are you voting for? And, if they said, if they, no matter who they said, can you name three things that they've done? Most people couldn't name one. They were just voting for the name Obama.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is it. Is it? So that proves that it's all to do with kind of mind control, isn't it? But it didn't work, did it, in 2016? It didn't work.
No.
And that's because Trump did such a good job with his rallies, and and it's like everything that he said he was going to do, he did. The prime ministers and presidents don't do that. They say, I'm going to do this, and they make promises and they don't fulfill them. But he has, plus some.
Got a great comment here. Person called by the name of Selix. He said, "Hey, stopping by. You were live. Saw you were live. I don't know if you remember her name is Sherry. I'm her 14-year-old son that invested in Baby Doge. I just want to say thank you, as my investment has tripled."
Wow.
Yeah, and you know what?
Brilliant news.
People can still get in on that too. It's before it just to the moon, literally, and beyond. So yeah, you're welcome. I'm glad. Welcome aboard too. I'm glad you took advantage of that.
It dropped a little, didn't it? It went right the way up, and then it dropped a little.
Yeah, and it's going to go on roller coaster rides, peaks and valleys, but in the end, you're going to see it just. It's going to make a lot of money. It's going to make a lot of people very, very wealthy. Yeah.
Yay.
Christina said she voted for Ron Paul also in 2008. Yeah. So you guys, all right, I want to show you this. It's a little graphic. You might want to turn your head, but this is what I'm looking at. You guys are going to get the view of what I'm looking at. Here it is. That was my stoma right here. That's not a belly button. My belly button is gone. I have no belly button. But here's the hernia that I had. And my stomach just stood out way far. And here's the after. And there's still swelling going on. This will go down. So I actually took this picture this evening. So, and then I've got like 20 some odd stitches all up and down. My stoma was right here, and maybe that'll end up being like a belly button, but here's proof that I once had a belly button. I was 1976, so I was like 15 years old. I actually had a belly button. So if you think I'm a clone or something like that, yeah.
No, of course I don't.
But yeah, that's what it looks like. I know it's kind of gruesome. I'm going to have scars all up and down my tummy, and I know Allie will love every scar I have. I'm so lucky.
And I'll kiss it better.
I could have had.
You could have stayed with the stoma. It would not have affected me
exactly.
at all. I know it affected you.
Yeah.
And I know that you didn't want that anymore, and that's your choice.
That's the beauty. I love you so much. I could have still had the colostomy bag sticking off of me, and it didn't matter to you.
No, because I don't see your scars. I mean, obviously I know they're there, but I'm not seeing them as in a scar. I'm seeing them as, I want to heal you, make you feel better.
And that's the way I am about you. Many of us have sent you energy healing for your pain, and we're honored to do that for you. And don't think twice about feeling sad about asking or that you're a burden, because you'll do anything for anyone, and we all want to pay you back. So whenever you're in pain, let us know. But there's more that I feel like I can do when we're working together one-on-one, when we're in each other's physical presence. I think maybe there's a magical elixir I can come up with or something to help out.
Really?
There's something that we can do together.
You start talking about your healing wand, aren't you?
Yeah, my magical wand.
This is the correct wand that we
Yes.
would use. It's my wand that I made.
Mhm.
Not your wand, naughty.
No. Isn't that gorgeous though? It's a beautiful wand. Ah, thank you, Phil.
I was gonna say something. Oh, moving on.
Got to go down that road eventually.
Yeah.
Phil just gave us a super chat. Thank you, brother. 25 today adds up to the Charlotte. Let us keep moving forward. Okay. 25. Awesome. Thank you, brother. Phil said, do let me know when you need healing.
Okay, Phil, thank you.
I'm telling you, people want to help you. You constantly give.
I just worry about it being boring, because it's boring to me. It's really boring to me. That's how it feels. It's like every single day. But I've got to tell you something that I'm trying that is working at the moment. I've got to try.
Chariot, yes, chariot. Thank you. That's not that made now it makes sense. Anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead, baby. Absolute collagen.
Chariot.
Yes.
So I'm trying this at the moment.
Yeah.
Maxine Laceby, and I'm having taking less painkillers.
Wow.
Yeah. It's like I'll show you. They're like little sachets like that, and you basically just drink it.
Okay.
And it's like a gel that you drink.
Mm-hmm.
It's very strong. I've got raspberry, so it's quite strong a taste.
Okay.
But I'm taking less pain relief, so I'm going longer. So not all the time. Sometimes it's 4 hours, but it was 4 hours all the time. Sometimes I can go 12 hours. Sometimes.
Wow.
Between pain relief.
That's awesome.
Mm.
Yeah. I love hearing something positive when it comes to you and pain relief.
Yeah. So I'm going to give some to my mum, see how she copes with it.
Well, that's the first thing I want to do is, when that baby Doge crypto takes off, I want to get you well. I want to get your mom fixed and Hallie fixed. And
Yeah. And your sister as well.
Sister, definitely. Want to get everyone fixed. I do. I do.
I do. Clydal Silver helps for pain at all. I didn't know you could do Clydal Silver for pain. I know it's for teeth. I thought it's for teeth and gums.
Yeah.
But it's for more, is it?
You can use Clydal Silver for a lot of things.
What does collagen do? As far as I know, collagen is good for your skin. It's good for your joints. It's good for your nails and your hair. Yeah, that's kind of what I feel. I've lost the screen. There it is. Oh, lost you. Marine collagen mixed with vitamin C helps the absorption. This means you're absorbing 90 to 95% of each dose compared to 40 to 45% of collagen taken in pill or capsule form. So, yeah. Yeah. So I'll give it a go. That's what I said.
Yeah. Heck yeah. So I'm thinking it might be time to get the names out for this
I
week.
know. You said, I think I could just manage an hour.
Yeah,
So once again, you've surpassed it again.
I did.
You're pretty amazing, Mr.
Well,
Prescott.
you helped me take my mind off of things.
Did I? And these guys as well. They did too.
Of course. Yeah, and I love getting together with you guys, and I'm watching the comments roll by and in the chat, how you guys are just like, we're all family, and we just all get together so well, and I love it. Absolutely love seeing you guys hanging out here with us.
Desi asked Desi, I'm nowhere near as good as you or Phil, but she asked about my latest project, so I'll show her. So this is my latest pyramid. So I've just got to put a base on it, really. And the batteries are running out because I've had it on for ages. Had it on for a few days. So yeah, I'm loving that.
It's gorgeous. Yeah.
Oh, and my newest coasters.
Oh, they're pretty. I love them. Shiny and sparkly.
We like shiny and sparkly.
Yeah, we do.
We do. Okay, I'll get the list up.
Okay. I'll pin you and mute myself.
All right. Okay, so if anybody wants to join in with this, if you wanted to go and grab a candle and light your candle, that would be absolutely great. So this list is for anybody who wants more love, basically, in their life. Okay, so this me and Gregg are on this, so it's not just for people who want to find like a new partner or want to find their twin, or this is for anybody who want to strengthen their relationships with family, strengthen relationships with their lover, their friends. So it just it helps with all of that, basically. But we're going to imagine that we're going to magnetize towards each and every one of these people on this list. We're going to magnetize these people to get together, to bring that love energy to you, to each one of you. Okay, whether that's your twin flame, whether that's your soulmate, any sort of love vibration, or all of it. Okay. Right, so is there anybody who wants me to add them to this list before we begin? Oh, thank you, Co-Create Happy, 1777. Thank you so much. I and my family found biomagnets a few years ago, used it for pain and more. Maybe check it out, biomagnescience.net. Love, joy, bliss to you both. Thanks for all you do. Okay, we'll look into that. That sounds great. Yeah. So Desi said, so pretty. Keep them coming. Yeah. It is expensive to do. Is an expensive hobby, isn't it? The resin, because resin isn't cheap. But I'm still really enjoying it, and I am gonna put them on Facebook again. So yeah, it's if anybody wants to be added, I just need your first name and your initial, or you can give your whole name, and I just only read out your first name and initial, unless you of course ask me to say your whole name. Some people have asked me to do that, and I do that. Okay. Oh, love a girl. Thank you very much for the $4.44. That's very, very kind. Thank you. Sherry, I would like to sell them from Psychic Kelly website, but we're trying to work out the post and packaging side of things. So at the moment, I'm just doing it on my Facebook page, Alison Jane's Facebook page. I'm about to put them all up there again because some of the old photographs, a lot of things have sold. So I'm so grateful for that. Really am. Okay, right. So here I go. I'm going to start the list off now. So as I'm reading out the names, I want you to visualize the two of these people getting closer and closer and closer, like a magnet pulling towards each other. Now, there's a few people that I already know who have found that love person in their life. So well done to them. And we'd love some actual stories that we can read out. Some people are a bit shy, but we'd love people to let us know how things are going. You know, has your friendships, has your family connections, you know, has your, you know, your, have you met the love of your life, that sort of thing. We'd love to know. We really would. And don't forget, we have the in5d.club for anybody who wants to join that, create a profile. I think Gregg is going to be making that into an actual dating site now. So there you go. All right, so Aaron M, Adina MS, Amy S, Alex V, Alexander G, Alison James, Alison L, Alison S, Alla D, Ali F, Alison H, Alison N, Amado T, Amanda L, Amanda M, Amanda W, Andrea J, Angie H, Anna OC, Anne EK, Anthony P, Ava F, Bo R, Becca D, Venetia M, Betty B, Blake J R, Blake T, Bob N, Brandy H, Brandy LL, Calm S, Carol LL, Caroline M, Caroline E G, Karen D, Carrie L, Cat M, Chad F, Charlotte P, Charlotte U, Cheryl S, Chrissy E, Christina C, Christina M, Christine M, Claire S, Claire W, Claudia M, Concha Y, Constance W, Karina W, Chris D.H, Crystal D.H, Cynthia F, David S, Davina M, Dawn H, Dawn P, Deb M, Deb P.T, Deb W, Debbie B, Debbie H, Debbie L, Debbie P, Deborah M, Deborah S, Denise C, Denise K, Desi, Diana A M, Diane B, Diane S, Daiju B, Dominique H, Dauphine F, Dauphine F, Dulcie V, Ellen E M, Elisa V, Elizabeth B, Elizabeth C, Elizabeth P, Ella M.O, Eloise C, Emma K.B, Emma K, Erica, Gabrielle G, Gail A, Gary H, Georgia V, Gerardo A, Jill P, Gracie W, Gregg Prescott, Gertrude M, Gypsy J, Haley C, Heather H, Holly A, Holly M, Jacqueline S H, Jacob A, James D, James F, James S C, Jane H, Jane M, Jane M, Jane M, Jane P, Jason B, Jeanette D C, Janice D, Jeffrey L, Jenna R, Jenny S, Jill C, Jimmy M, Joanne, Joanna C, Jody E, Jody S, John F, Josephine RR, Judy M, Julia D R, Julie B, Julie R, June N, Justin B, Carolyn M, Karen B, Karen M, Karen S, Karen Ann B, Carrie J T, Kate P, Kate W, Kathleen L, Kat L, Kelly F, Kerry D, Kim W, Kimberly ST, Kinga B, Kirsten W, Canula A, Juan Y, Letitia W, Laura N, Layla S, Leanne D, Leanne P, Leanne C, Lee O, Leslie J, Lehamo Y, Lily J, Linda P, Linda S, Linda W, Lisa B, Lisa D, Lisa D, Lisa S, Lise LLR, Liz C, Louise M, Louise M, Lynn M, Lynn M, Mafelda T, Marcia M, Marejo J, Marilyn K, Marisha M, Mary S, Mary T, Matthew C, Maureen W, Megan D, Megan S, Melissa D, Melissa R, Michael B, Mike M, Mimi B, Mindy W, Miranda H, Neil C, Nini J, Nikki P, Nicole B, Nicole H, Nicole I M, Nicole K, Nora C, Paige H, Pam C, Patricia J, Patricia W, Paula A, Paula F, Penny D, Peter W, Peter W, Phil Christophers, Pippa A, PJ F, Rachel D, Rachel N R, Ray J G, Ray R L, Rashpal K, Renee R, Ria C, Robert F, Robert R, Rose K, Ros L, Ruth B, Sam P, Sam S, Samar, Samantha H, Sandy P, Sandy P, Sandy R, Sandy V H, Sarah R, Sassy M, Scott O, Shannon F, Sharon G, Sharon G, Sharon H, Sharon P, Sherilyn C, Sherry S, Sherry S, Sherry J, Shirley S, Siobhan D, Sky M W, Sonia R, Stacy M, Stacy C B, Stacy G, Stella M, Steph K, Stephanie M, Stephanie S, Steve, Susan M A, Suzanne W L, Suzanne D, Tamara B, Tamara S, Tammy T, Tammy C, Tenna R, Tina C, Tina F, Tracy R, Tracy H, Trena RP, Trisha or Tricia K, Trisha WK, Trisha B, Trisha G, Trisha T, Tyade A, Valerie C, Valerie J, Valerie O, Burkos T V, Victoria J, Wanda E, Lisa C, Pamela R, Robert H, Benji N, Caesar L, Gail B, and Donna R L. So that's everyone on the list. Let's see if there's anybody to add. So nobody else to add. So I think we've got everybody done. So
it says on here, Sharon's saying, I think Devin is asking to be out on the list.
I don't think Devon's on it. I'm near on definite.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Devon, do you want me to add you to it? Because I know you were thinking about it.
Well, he's got his name listed next to his moniker.
Yeah. I just want to double check because I know that he was not sure before. So
There's my my buddy Brian, my drummer, BK Shyster.
hi, Brian.
That you were talking about people that I talked to on the phone. Yeah, that was. I sent you a screenshot of how long that conversation was. It was close to 7 hours. 7 hours talking to my drummer. Yeah, thought I would stop by and say hi. You look good, Gregg. Congratulations on a very successful surgery, brother. And of course, Allie too. Hopefully the collagen will be helpful. Talk to you later. All right. Thanks for stopping by, bro.
Yeah.
He's the. I would get into a band one last time if he was my drummer, because we just have this great chemistry. Yeah, we have a great working chemistry together, and he's funny as hell, just completely just out there, and he'll get me out there even further than I am. So he's one of those kind of guys. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Okay, so I've got to add Devon SP. Okay, you're added, Devon. Okay.
I shall. I am feeling better every day. Every day, I have to, cough or sneeze or whatever, and every day I'm feeling like there's not as much pain today as there was yesterday. So it's still there because they did a lot. I can feel a lot of my insides have changed in certain areas of my body that are especially hurting, but every day it's a little bit less, and I'm getting through it. Thank you for asking.
Yeah. There was a couple of comments, not here, but Elaine gave you an idea of, when you was worried about getting up from the bed, she said to turn on your side and use your arm rather
That's
than
what the
your
nurses
belly
said.
muscles.
Yes, to go on your side and then square
Also,
your hips up.
Vera said roll up in a ball and rock yourself up.
I found that's close to what I'm doing. I found that if I can kind of pull myself up, if I put my hands around my knee, I can pull myself up like that, and it's a lot easier. Learning little tricks. But man,
thank you, Elaine, and thank you, Vera.
Yes, thank you. Waking up first thing in the morning, man, that's hard. It's hard, but it'll get better every day. So not worried. Hey, I'm just happy. Here we are all together, and I got all my pieces put back together. I'm happy.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I can't believe it. It's like the reason why I can't come out sooner, just so that people don't, because it was going to be 6 weeks recovery, but because of the hernia, that's changed, hasn't it? Do you want to explain?
Yeah.
Why
the surgery was that they had to do a tummy tuck for the incisional hernia, because I showed you guys that picture of how bad the hernia was. It was about as bad as you could have a hernia. And my stomach was distended so far out. They had to do the tummy tuck, and a lot of work going on there. If for some reason I pop a hernia from this point forward, they said I'm probably going to have to live with it. So I want to be 100% sure. They said it'll take 2.5 months, which leaves me, well, like I said, the surgery was a week ago today. 2.5 months brings us to the beginning of October. So by then I should be okay, but I'm still not going to push anything for a while.
This is why I'm not allowed to be around him, because he's naughty. So
I'm going to want to do more things. Yeah, I want to do more. I'm going to want to do a lot of things. And I can't do them right now. I can't.
This is why I'm not coming out there sooner. So that's what's going on. So we've worked out October, haven't we?
Yeah. And
I'll be out there in October, and then you'll be here in the UK in November.
Yeah, freezing my ass off.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I'll keep you warm. Don't you worry.
Hell yeah. Counting on that.
Yeah.
Brian said, it's always hard when first waking up. Oh, wait, not talking about that.
Sarah says, take the pain pills at night so you can rest and get up easier.
I've thought about that, Sarah. Maybe I'll start out with Tylenol tonight and just see if that helps more than I still have the night sweats from the anesthesia.
Oh,
They're not,
do you? Not as bad though, is it?
they're not as bad as the last time. I was under longer the last time, so.
You wasn't.
I wasn't?
You was under the same amount of time.
I thought it was
7.5
8 hours then,
hours.
and I thought it was 8 hours the first time and 7.5 the second time.
Well, only half an hour different, darling.
See? All right.
I wasn't even exact about that. I'd added on, so chances are you were the same.
Oh, you must, yeah. I know I would have gone through hell thinking, okay, it's supposed to be a 2-hour operation. And then, okay.
I didn't believe that it was going to be 2 hours. That's for sure.
Then, exactly. There's a hernia. There's, a couple hours for the hernia, a couple hours for the reversal. And as anything after like 5 hours, you must have been just.
Yeah, I was. I tried to keep busy I was creating adverts, I was doing stuff, I was just trying to keep my mind occupied on everything else and anything else. And I just kept, every now and again, it would be like, has anyone heard anything? Surely, so the classes chat really helped me. So we've got a chat box that anybody who's interested in any of the classes or workshops, it's kind of like a in5D chat thing. We've got that going, and they did help me. Sorry, it did help me. I've got indigestion. So yeah, I want to thank them. They were amazing.
Kept
me going.
As soon as I came to, first thing was I need to contact Allie. Need to let you know. I said
to you, if you just send me just one kiss, then I'll understand. I'll understand that you're not feeling great, but at least I know you're still there, because in England, they're not going to contact me. They're not going to contact me. They're not going to tell me anything.
Such an odd feeling coming out of the anesthesia, because you're like, well, how did I get here? I can't believe the surgery's over. How long? It felt like 5 minutes ago they put the mask on you and you fell asleep, and it just goes by so quickly.
It is one of the best sleeps ever, though, isn't it? It's like you wake up completely rested.
Wow. Well, minus the pain from the surgery, but.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. Sarah said, can be a month or so. Remember, for the night sweats, you are a major repair mode. Yeah, I am. It was a month and a half the last time. So I'm guessing maybe a month, because it's not as bad as it was the last time. Yeah, changing clothes 5 or 6 times a night. Exactly, Brian. Yeah.
You did, didn't you?
Yeah, and what I end up doing, and what I do is I take a towel, I'll lay it down on where I'm going to sweat, so I'm not sweating through my bed, having that all wet and nasty. So at least the towel will absorb what my shirts don't. Anyway, enough about me. Let's talk about you. Look how beautiful you are.
Lucky. I haven't had a chance to do my hair or anything today, because I wasn't expecting Gregg to say he was going to be well enough. Really wasn't. So I'd booked in readings and everything today. So I'm so pleased. I'm happy.
I just, honestly, I treasure I feel like with you the same way I feel about my daughter. I just cherish every millisecond I can spend with you.
Yeah. Me too. I feel the same.
And if that means sharing you with our N5P family on Tuesday nights, I'm all for that. Yeah.
Yep.
I am.
Yeah, definitely. Christina's shared my my website. Thank you so much. Oh,
She's an awesome moderator for me. Thank you,
thank
Christina.
you.
She is.
Lovely.
Mhm.
Appreciate that. I really do. So pace yourself to prevent any issues. My mother-in-law, my mother always said haste makes waste, and boy, was she right every time. Yeah.
Christina posted something on the N5D supergroup of her channelings that she was doing. It was just really fascinating. It was almost like a conversation between several beings almost. So
Wow.
yeah, so it was cool. I enjoyed watching that, Christina.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that. Can you send me the link?
Yeah, it's the super chat link. I think you just, or the super group, N5D super group. I'll send you the link. For anyone that wants to join us, I'll put the link in the chat room again too. So join us on Telegram. One of these days, like I said, I'm going to start getting up the live chat, and we'll just let it run. You know, as long as there's somebody here to take care of it, we could feasibly have a live chat 24 hours a day on Telegram.
That would be great, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is going to be the new TV. What happens, you know, there's going to be so many so-called celebrities that have been found out to have done evil things just for their career. You know, anybody who's drinking adrenochrome or anything, they know what they're doing. And, you know, the Nuremberg trials will come. So
They better have better results than the first time they ran the Nuremberg trials, and you know all the scientists ended up going to either Russia or the United States. They were never
they're not going to
really
be charged, are they?
There weren't
They're no longer-
tribunals, and there wasn't hangings or holding them accountable for their crimes against humanity. It was bullshit.
Your friend just said, I'd be willing to help on the 24/7 live chat. I keep some very late hours.
Awesome. Appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
Have I said this before about the 1,000 lawyers and over 10,000 medical professionals are suing CDC, who it's a lawyer called Rainer Fulnick. So 1,000 lawyers, 10,000 medical professionals are suing.
Good.
That's factual. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah, you know, this has gone on way too long. You know, whatever chances are, if the mainstream media is pushing that you need it, you don't. If they say it's in your best interest, it's not. Well, you guys all know that, but you know, I'm just preaching to the choir. I know that, but there's a lot of people that believe all that bullshit, and it's time to make your voice heard. Do it for the children, if nothing else.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. I can't believe you stayed on 2 hours, darling. I can't believe it.
Hour and 45 minutes. Yeah.
Why does mine say 2 hours?
So 9:44 came on at 8.
I'm looking at the clock at the top.
The clock at the top? I don't have a clock on the top of mine.
I do. It says 2 hours, 1 minute and 26, 27, 28 seconds.
Well, that's interesting. It's only 9:44 and we came on at 8, so it's an hour and 45 minutes. Oh, because we came on early. You and I came on earlier.
We did.
We only came on here at 8 o'clock.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah. Mm.
Yeah. It's lovely. I really like you. Do you know that? Just like you.
That's it. See, guys, I'm head over heels about her, and she just likes me. Can't believe she made me do her weekly tarot forecast for her too. After the day after I get out of the hospital. How rude! See what I do for her? I would do anything for you, and you just like me.
I'm crazy about you. You know,
Wait, now you just said you like me.
Well, I do.
That's
but
it.
I also love you. I also love you
Right.
a lot.
Good. You better.
The moon. I do.
Okay.
Love.
I love you too. I do.
Yeah.
So let's wrap it up there. Yeah, like I said, we've been on for a couple hours, and that's enough for this first Tuesday night back. I want to thank everyone for joining Allie and me here on date night. You're all amazing. I love your chatting back and forth in the live chat, and if you're watching it on the recorded version, hope you had a good time as well. So is there anything you want to add, baby?
Just thank you for all the healing. You've seen what's happening with this wonderful man, and it is all down to all of the Reiki, the healing, the love that you're all sending. So, if I can I ask you to just keep sending it? Because it's
for Allie too.
It's doing it. So
yeah. For you too. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Anyway, so on behalf of the love of my life, my beautiful Allie, I'm Gregg. We're both sending you all infinite love and